A scary incident on Highway 400 near Highway 89 this morning after a tire came flying off one vehicle in the northbound lanes, hitting another traveling in the opposite direction. A 29-year-old woman from Barrie had to be lifted to hospital after it smashed through her windshield. I'm Mark McAllister at the Harbour Auto Centre, where we will be talking safety in just a few minutes. However, we do have to talk about the incident this morning and what exactly happened there and the circumstances surrounding it, along with the fact that it has happened more often than you might think.
That wheel and tire bounced across the highway, striking this vehicle here right in the occupant compartment.
One car destroyed by the wheel of another. Metal and glass shattered and the wreckage on the side of the road. It happened just before 9 a.m. and the driver likely didn't see it coming.
Trying to determine exactly why this wheel separated from the vehicle. It came off as a tire and wheel assembly off of the hub, and obviously we're going to be looking into that vehicle to see if there's any improper installation, any other defects on that vehicle.
CityNews has learned that the driver of the vehicle that lost its tire was an off-duty Toronto police officer. His supervisor went to the scene for a wellness check and while there removed a police vest and other items from the car. Frightening incidents like this one in 2015 are actually a common occurrence on Ontario highways. Thankfully, in that case, the driver walked away without any injuries. January 2016, a pair of wheels from a transport truck sent a 69-year-old man to hospital.
Scared. I can't get the visions out of my head, the sounds, all of it.
July 2017, a woman has a near-death experience on the 407. Situations involving separated tires on commercial trucks are actually tracked by the Ministry of Transportation and have averaged between 125 to 150 for the last 5 years. Back in the 90s, the numbers were way higher and peaked at 215 before there was a government and police crackdown.
And it's always best practice to make sure that your tires are installed properly. It's always a best practice to have those tires retorqued and refastened after you've driven a short distance. If you had your tires installed in the last couple of weeks, go back with your tire iron and double check those wheel fasteners.
All the more important in the spring when there's a spike in wheels coming off as drivers switch from winter to summer tires. Now, as mentioned, there have been plenty of incidents throughout the years here in Ontario. To find out more about some of those and interviews with the people who have survived some of those incidents, you can go to our website at citynews.ca. Coming up a little later in the program, we're also going to look at the issues and what you need to know in and around safety. We're here at the Harbour Auto Centre. We're going to be speaking with that man, Andrew, to basically tell you or give you the nuts and bolts and what you need to know. A scary incident on Highway 400 near Highway 89 this morning after a tire came flying off one vehicle in the northbound lanes, hitting another traveling in the opposite direction. A 29-year-old woman from Barrie had to be airlifted to hospital. We have been told that they are non-life-threatening injuries, but she has multiple fractures after that tire smashed through her windshield. Right now, we're at Harbour Auto Centre. With me is Andrew, who's going to tell us a few things about safety tips that we need to know about our tires and making sure that they are in place and are very safe. So, Andrew, maybe start by telling us what are the first things you need to know, or at least those that are working for you need to know when they're putting the tires on.
Well, always make sure that your threads are clean, your hubs are clean, and most importantly, to torque your wheels properly.
And what do you mean by torque exactly?
Well, putting them down to the correct pressure and pounds per square inch to tighten down the wheel. Improper torque can cause the tire to come loose.
And as far as torque is concerned, you get it on there, but there's other things at play here, correct?
Oh yeah. The wear on your tires, air pressure, lots of things. If it's dirty, won't sit right, the jig will come off. That's why I wouldn't do it yourself in your garage or anything like that. Take it to a professional.
Exactly. And are there questions that we should be asking folks like you when we bring it into the shop? Most people would probably just leave it and hope that it's okay. When you're picking it up, obviously you want to make sure. So what are some of the questions that they might want to ask?
Well, yeah, just make sure that he torqued it down right. All the pressures are good. ask for an alignment. Alignment is key too. Improper alignment can throw you off the road. Very dangerous. Certain other factors, I would say, condition of your tire, tread wear. Big factor, cause vibrations, balancing, how they're installed. The condition of the bead can cause the tire to blow too. So it's.
And would you recommend that perhaps you bring your car in, aside from getting your tires changed from season to season, is this something that needs to be looked at often?
Yes, your tire usually loses about 4 pounds every month, so keep on top of that, right? And do them sooner than later, because the compounds for a summer tire and a winter tire are completely different. Like, you shouldn't drive with a summer tire in the winter or a winter tire in the summer, because they overheat the tires, right? So the tread compound's not good.
Perfect. Thanks for the tips.
No
Appreciate
problem.
it, Andrew. We should warn you and tell you that the idea that tires come off of vehicles, it happens more often than you might think. There have been hundreds of incidents on an annual basis on Ontario's 400 highways, so keep that in mind when you do take your cars in to get them checked. And if you want more information about that, you can go to our website at citynews.ca.